Hello students, welcome back to another online lecture of the online lecture series initiated by Shet Vidya Mandir, English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce, Vasai. I am Mrs. Snehal Falkau. Students, in my previous video, we studied the poem The Inchcape Rock. Today, we shall look at the poetic devices employed in the poem The Inchcape Rock. So, let us begin. The poem has a few examples of repetition. Repetition is a figure of speech where words are repeated for greater emphasis. Examples from the poem are: no stir in the air, no stir in the sea. In this line, the words no stir are repeated. So little they rose, so little they fell. In this line, the words so little they are repeated. The poem also has a few examples of alliteration. Alliteration is a figure of speech where consonant sounds are repeated pleasingly. The examples from the poem are: the Abbot of Aberbrothock. In this line, the sound of A is repeated. They hear no sound, the swell is strong. In this line, the sound of S is repeated. Till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. In this line again, the sound of S is repeated. And the last example of alliteration is Sir Ralph the Rover, where the sound of R is repeated. We also get to see an example of antithesis in the poem. Antithesis is a figure of speech where opposite words are placed close to each other to create contrast. The example from the poem is: so little they rose, so little they fell. In this example, two opposite words, rose and fell, are placed close to each other to create contrast. There is also an example of anticlimax in the poem. Anticlimax is a figure of speech where words are arranged in the decreasing order of their importance. So little they rose, so little they fell. Here, the words rose and fell are arranged in the decreasing order of importance. The poem also has a few examples of inversion. Inversion is a figure of speech where the words are not in correct grammatical order. In the following examples from the poem, the grammatical order is incorrect and hence they are the examples of inversion. On a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung. The grammatical order in this line is incorrect. The correct grammatical order is: it floated and swung on a buoy in the storm. Second example, and to the Inchcape Rock they go. Here again, the grammatical order is incorrect. The correct grammatical order is: and they go to the Inchcape Rock. Third example, on the deck the rover takes his stand. Here again, the grammatical order is incorrect. The correct grammatical order is: the rover takes his stand on the deck. And lastly, now where we are, I cannot tell. In this line again, the grammatical order is incorrect. the correct grammatical order is I cannot tell where we are now. These were the examples of inversion. There are also a few examples of onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a figure of speech where certain words evoke or indicate sound of the thing they refer to. And over the waves, its warning rung. In this line, the word rung indicates sound. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled around. In this example, the word screamed indicates sound. It made him whistle, it made him sing. In this line, both the words whistle and sing indicate sound. Down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. In this line, the word gurgling indicates sound. The bubbles rose and burst around. In this line, the word burst indicates sound. And in the last example, the devil below was ringing his knell. In this example, the word ringing indicates sound. There are also a few examples of personification in the poem. Personification is a figure of speech where inanimate, that is, lifeless objects or abstract ideas are personified. That is, non-living objects are said to possess human qualities. Examples from the poem are: the ship was as still as she could be. Here, the ship is personified. It is given the human quality of being still. At evening, it had died away. Here, evening has been given a human quality of dying. Metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech where an implicit comparison between objects are implied but not clearly stated. So we can call it an implicit comparison or implied comparison. The example from the poem of metaphor is: the devil below was ringing his knell. Here, an implicit comparison is made between the Inchcape bell and the knell that is rung during a person's funeral. Apostrophe. Apostrophe is a figure of speech where someone is addressed directly. "Oh Christ, it is the Inchcape rock." This is an example of apostrophe because one of the crew members addresses or calls out to Christ. And the last figure of speech is exclamation. Exclamation is a figure of speech in which a strong emotion is expressed. "Oh Christ, it is the Inchcape rock." Here, a strong emotion of shock and fear is expressed. That's all from this video. Thank you.